Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Julie. I'm autistic and non-binary, and if you're wondering, I use they, them pronouns, and I am currently unemployed. Today's video is an Agoraphobia and Adventures blog where I am going to be going to the My Chemical Romance concert. So this concert was supposed to be in 2020, but due to the pandemic, it got canceled twice, and it's finally happening this year in 2022. And I am extremely nervous, and I have been extremely nervous about this concert for 2 years now. My anxiety is so bad. I am worried about getting sensory overload, which when I was filming these vlogs, a while ago, I didn't know I was autistic. So I'm wearing headphones. It rained the past 2 days. So I have a feeling people are going to come mow their lawns. And I just don't want to get sensory overload before I go to a sensory overwhelming environment. I want to rest and take care of myself and do as much prevention and things in my control as I can today to just regulate my nervous system and take care of myself. Unfortunately, and you know this if you have anxiety, anxiety is very physiological. Anxiety is not just all in your head. It's not just thoughts and feelings. It's also pain, physical pain. A lot of people with anxiety obviously struggle with chronic pain or chronic illness, myself included. And over the weekend, I think probably because I got so anxious about the concert and other things in my life, I got a really bad stomach bug. I still don't know if it was a bug. My stomach hurt really bad today, even though it's been a few days, and I don't know what's going on, but I assume it's all just anxiety, that my anxiety is really bad, because when I wear these headphones, I can hear my heart pounding, so I can tell that my heart rate is elevated more than usual. My stomach is just really in pain and cramping up, and I have a heating pad on. And my dad went for a walk, so I'm just lying down, trying to rest. Another thing that's a lot for me today is I have a pelvic floor PT appointment. I finally decided to start that process. Maybe I can make a video about it if it's important to anyone. I know it's kind of a sensitive topic, so not sure. It is for me too, so to have that in the same day as the concert was not great, but that's just kind of how it all worked out, and I'm gonna take care of myself. So my plan to film this vlog is not really to show you a lot of the concert, because I'm going with Dave, my partner, and I'm going with his friends, and I don't think they want to be in the vlog or like see me talking, and I don't want to film in front of them. I feel uncomfortable, so I may show you things at the venue if I make it there. My anxiety's telling me I won't, but like I have to. It's been 2 years and I have to go to this concert. It just has to happen. So I will walk you through my day as I go. Probably the next time I see you, I'll have makeup on. I'll be talking about how I did my makeup and I'm packing my bag for the show, like in the afternoon. This is already 3 minutes of me talking, but this is usually how I do it. I talk from the beginning, middle, during, and end. That's what I plan to do for this vlog. So hope if you have agoraphobia, this is inspiring for you. It's not going to be motivating because exposure is not easy when you're a neurodivergent person with complex trauma and chronic pain and illness, right? It's not just going to be like, oh, I feel great, I'm so proud of myself. It might be debilitating. You might hit a burnout. And exposure should be on more of a hierarchy scale, but sometimes we do values-based exposure, and as an emo person, MCR is important to me. My relationship's important to me, and my partner bought me these tickets a long time ago, and so I want to go, but my body doesn't want to go. And I know that's why my body is just like reacting right now. I'm doing the best I can, hanging in there, and I hope you're all taking care of yourself today. See you soon. Hey y'all, I finally did my hair, makeup, outfit. I don't have my whole outfit on. As you can see, I have shorts on. I do have ripped black skinny jeans on my bed, but I barely wear jeans now because of my sensory issues, so I don't even know if they actually fit. If they don't, backup plan, leggings. You always need a plan B. That is important when you're planning out things for a concert or a plan in general, especially for me. My stomach is still acting up a bit, but it's getting a little better. I think it really helped for me to just chill and do my makeup. I put my loops in. I went really slow. Like, that's why I'm filming and not cleaning up, because it's like, I don't have to. I don't know how many of you struggle with this, but I have no concept of time. I don't think I have ADHD, but I do struggle with time blindness personally. I just couldn't tell you what 10-15 minutes feels like. So I was like, I don't know how long this will take me. And then I realized it doesn't matter. I started doing my makeup at like 1 o'clock. It's almost 3 o'clock. And it's okay that it took me, an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, because I had the time and I made the time. and I love this. I've been thinking about my MyChem makeup look like for years. I'm like, gonna do all red eye, like black lipstick. And then I was like, nah, you know, this is a lip tint. It's ColourPop lip tint. By the time I get to the concert, it'll be like barely exist on my lips. And I don't care. I just wanted to put something because I was like so hyper fixated on doing a full face and doing the step by step. But I really didn't want to take away from the eye look. This eye look was slightly inspired by Avril Lavigne's recent makeup look. She was touring, was it like in Peru or the Dominican Republic, somewhere around there. She had this eye makeup. It wasn't red. It had copper in it and it was black on both sides. And I just said, oh, I love that. And I think I've done looks like that before, but I was like, I more specifically want to do it the way Avril did. Like you could tell that there was just a primer underneath and there wasn't like black primer, you know, to make it as dark as possible. And I really just appreciate the whole aesthetic. So I have a red shimmer. I got to clean everything up, but I can sit. I'll sit now. Why am I standing? For what? Oh, my band wall. Y'all know that from my videos. But I'm trying to just take deep breaths, be compassionate with myself, and set boundaries. Boundaries are so important. I was just talking to my friend about this recently. A lot of people in my life are like huge people pleasers. I struggle with that, but less these days. I don't have the capacity for it anymore. I love helping people. That's why I chose to be a therapist. That's why I have a YouTube channel and mental health accounts and whatever. I only can help so much if I'm not filling my own cup and taking care of myself. So it's hard to figure out the line with that, but sometimes boundaries aren't communicated. Like texts were coming in and I was just like, no. I was like, unless it's my mom, like I'll text my mom back because she wants to make sure I'm okay. Everyone else can wait. Nothing is urgent. Everybody else can wait. So if you're watching this, I set a boundary and I didn't say anything because I don't need to say, I'm doing my makeup, I'll talk to you later, because it's literally an hour and a half. Like no one's looking for me or worried about me. You don't even always have to communicate boundaries. You can just physically take space from someone unless it's someone who's gonna worry about you, like my mom. But even if I did that, I don't know that my mom would worry, but I just don't want her to worry. So I'm not saying that advice works for everybody. I just hope it works for you. I'm rambling. But yeah, so it's almost 3 o'clock. The train that we're going to take into Boston is coming at 6 o'clock. So I'm going to have dinner at 5 and then go in with Dave and meet up with his friends and go to the concert. So the next time I check in with you all, I will be in Boston and I will not be this animated because I'll be terrified and dissociating most likely. But I will survive it. I will survive it, and I have therapy tomorrow. So those things are important. Just like I taught a lot of my clients mindfulness, self-compassion, and boundaries, I don't just like hand those things out. I utilize those things in my everyday life, and that's the point of these vlogs. Like coping skills don't make my anxiety, PTSD, and agoraphobia go away. They just help me to accept them and cope with them. That's the whole point. And I, as you saw, was in a way worse place earlier this morning than I am now. So I'm very grateful to be where I'm at. As you can tell, I'm at a venue. Look at that. So, as an autistic person in a large venue, I feel like going nonverbal. I don't really want to talk, even with earplugs in. It's very, 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 very overstimulating. So you get a little taste of this, and I will show you where I am at my seats and a little bit of my chem, and that's probably going to be it. Mostly we do the before and after. Take care. As you can see, I've made it back home. I'm gonna eat a cookie. I realized that I ate a cookie in my water parks vlog when I came home. Guess I'm eating the crumb first. I didn't eat the cookie. I haven't eaten anything since I had dinner at like 5 because I was way too nervous.
What did you have at the restaurant?
I had nothing.
Nothing?
I had nothing. I did not want to order any food. No, they didn't give chips for the table. You had to order it and it cost $10. So Dave's friends went to Guy Fieri's restaurant, and they wanted to hang there because no one really cared about the openers. The openers for my chem for our tour were not water parks, which was very disappointing for me, as you may know. There were Bad Flower on Thursday. We didn't even see Bad Flower, but we got there for Thursday. They were okay. But my chem was great, obviously. Really wonderful performance. I love Gerard's bodysuit. But I didn't see anyone I knew there, which I was happy about. I did not want to socialize with extra people. I am massively burnt out from being in an overstimulating environment. Earplugs were very helpful to me. Stimming was very helpful to me. And new one, which is hard for me to do, but diaphragmatic breathing was also helpful to me. I'm doing that with the PT that I just mentioned earlier in the vlog, so hopefully that will make a difference. Things like this are not easy for me. It's more than anxiety. It's sensory overload. It's things way out of my comfort zone. Some things that, you know, tonight was about aligned with my values and some didn't. One that did is I did not drink alcohol. I haven't talked about this, but I've never struggled with an alcohol problem myself, but I was inspired by someone who stopped drinking, and it made me interested. Like, why do people drink? And then, you know, when you're a therapist, you learn a lot more about why is that, whether someone has a problem or not. And no judgment toward anyone else, but I don't like alcohol. I never liked the way it made me feel and the after effects and blah, but I don't drink. I'm really proud of myself. I was super anxious, so anxious, as you might see in this vlog. I was like, nah, I don't want to. Did the whole thing sober. Super, super proud of myself for that, but that's my own thing. I'm glad it's over. I've never worried about an event for 2 whole years, but I did. And now I have one less thing to worry about because I have plenty of other things I'm worried about, as always. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel as well. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye, all.